Alright, it's time to get our control horn set up. Start setting up our control linkages. Some screws. Okay, so these control horns I'm using are two-part. There's a base plate that goes on the bottom and the horn that goes on the top. So you're going to put it on like that. Now when you're setting up control horns, the key to putting these in the right place, aside from getting them level, at the right angle, is these little holes. At the point, that's the point where this is going to pivot. Those little holes should line up directly over the hinge of the control surface. So a lot of guys get this wrong. You see those little holes? Those holes will be directly over the hinge right here. So let's get our square out and put it on this hinge. You just bend the hinge up. And that's the last hole on that arm right there, which is what we're going to use, which means this is where this control horn needs to go. Right there. Right up against that. And that's going to give us perfect geometry right there. So you're going to check your holes, make sure those holes are lined up directly over that hinge. And they are. And that's where you want to mark where this thing goes. Now, it moved a little bit. Let me do that again. It's 90 degrees. That's that last hole. Right there. Holes directly over the hinge line. And mark it. And mark it. Well, we got one. We got one marked. And there's two. Okay. So we need to put some holes in our aileron here so that we can run these screws through. Unfortunately, the drill bit that I usually use for this broke. And I had a little piece of it around here somewhere, and now I can't find it. No, I can't find it. So, I have to step up to one size bigger drill bit. And this is... might be a little too big. So what can I use to poke holes in this? So I'm just using this drill bit and my fingers. This is just balsa. It's gone right through. It's gone right through, no problem. With the exception of the laminate on the other side. We'll just go to the other side like that. That's it. And there's a hole. And we'll do it again in this other spot. You just work this drill bit with your fingers, twist it, and push it, and it goes right through. Balsa's, you see, it went right through. Balsa's easy to manipulate stuff. So, there you go. Okay, so we're going to take these two of these screws and our control horn and screw it on. Right there. Yep, and those holes are directly over that hinge line, and that's exactly where we want them to be. Perfect. So we get the bottom plate, and we just put it on there, and you just tighten the screws. I'm going to need a flat head screwdriver. I don't think I have one handy, so we'll just use this. use what you have to hand. Straighten that up so I don't cut myself. Yeah, I've got a flathead screwdriver. Let's grab it. Rather than half-ass it. There we go. Okay. Okay. Ugh, what a pain in the butt. Pain in my ass. Screwdrivers. The screwdriver's still too big for that screw. Okay. Do we have a even skinnier one? Yes. Oh, come on, screwdriver. Killing me here. You don't want to over tighten these. It's just plastic on the bottom side. Just don't want to get them tight. I just want to get it started, and then I'll do the other screw, and I'll tighten them both. Okay. That's got it started at least. That's the wrong one. Oh, what an idiot. Oh, the screwdriver. It's killing me. Please, please, please stay in there. I started it in the wrong hole. Wrong hole, fool. Oh my god, come on. Flathead screws suck. Alright. There's that little piece of drill bit I was looking for. I'll put that right there. I broke it. It broke. Okay. That's the way it goes on, like that. Alright? Yes. Okay, get that one started. And got the second one started. Okay. Just tighten them down. It's pretty tight. Pretty tight. Yeah. Ain't going nowhere, that's for sure. No play. Very good. Okay, now we need to do the same thing on the other side. Get my other control horn. Okay. Get my square. And measure it up right there. That's where we want it to be. Yep, the square. And line those holes up right over the hinge. Yep, right there. That's where it goes. Okay. Using this drill bit last time worked out pretty well. So we're just gonna do the same thing. Just push it through, twist it and push it. Nope, there it goes. Just gotta be careful that you don't split the balsa. That's why you want to twist it as you go through. You can push just about anything right through this balsa. In fact, if you didn't have this drill bit handy, you could just push the screws right through. I would think wouldn't be a problem. The hardest part is getting through the laminate. Once you're through the laminate, it's easy. Okay, so we need our control horn. There it is. We have our screws. There they are. We need this giant pain in the ass screwdriver. We need the base plate. What do we do with the base plate? Base plate. Where is... Oh, there it is. Base plate. Right in front of you, sometimes you just can't see it. These little tiny parts on your desk. Okay. There's a screw. There's a screw. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, this goes on this way. Okay, let's get one started. Oh man, do I hate flathead screws and this screwdriver. Well, I was going to just use a knife. Would have probably been easier to just use the knife. Okay. One started. Get the second one started. Okay, why isn't the second one getting started? I just dropped my screwdriver blade. Never to be seen again. Just get this thing started. It'll grip. The hole's not perfectly aligned. It's going to be tough. Oh, I think I got it. I think I got it. Yeah, she caught on. She gone. Oh, it's the worst screwdriver ever invented. Seriously. I need a new screwdriver. If anyone out there watching this video wants to thank me, send me a new set of flathead screwdrivers, would you? This thing's such a piece of junk. It's making this take about 10 times longer than it should. Okay. There you go. That one's tight. And it'd be a miracle if I don't stab this wing with the screwdriver. I'm gonna keep slipping out of the slot. Oh, there we go. That one's tight. That one's tight. No slop, no play. Very good. Good. Good as it's going to get. Alright, so there you go. Got your control horns on. Next step is to link these servos to these horns with some control rods. So, what are we using for that? We've got some 256 rod. Got some in here somewhere. There it is. This is just, if you're looking for this stuff, it's 2-56 threaded rod. That's all that it is. And we've got these quick links. So, one of these goes on each end, and the rod goes in between them. Pretty simple stuff, if you think about it. So, how do you know which hole to use on the control horns? Good question. On the control horn end, the lower you go down the control horn, the more throw you're going to have. And it's the opposite on the servo end. The further out the arm you go, the more throw you're going to have. So I always use the furthest hole on the servo arm, and then I'll usually adjust the control horn end, depending on how much throw I need, or want my plane to have. If it's a wild thing, you can tone it down by moving up the control horn. If it doesn't have enough control, you could turn up those controls by moving down the controls. It's kind of like a manual rate system. You can also adjust the rates in the radio, but you can do it both ways. I need a pair of pliers. Okay. First thing we're going to do is make sure these pins fit through this hole. On this end, it fits perfectly. On this side, it's not going to fit at all. So where's my little piece of drill bit there? There it is. And all I'm going to do is just drill out this last hole a little bigger than what it is. I think I'm going to have to actually use the drill. I'm going to use this little tiny piece of drill bit. Well, let's see if this will work. I doubt it. Just going to put that little tiny piece of drill bit in the chuck. Really, I don't need much. It's in there. Okay. And I'm just going to drill out a hole in these servo arms. Just make it big enough for one of these pins to slide through. And you have to do this a lot. So, all these little servo arms, they're never, ever big enough for what you want to use them for. I don't understand. I don't know what they make these things, these servo arms for, but they're not for anything that anybody would want to actually use. So, just open that up, and let's see if these pins fit through there now. Where did the pin I was using go? I don't know. Just pull another one. Yeah, now it fits no problem. So, there we go. All I did was just open that hole up just a little bit. And I'm doing the same thing over here. You don't want to open up too much. If you do, you'll get slop in your controls. So just open it up just enough to fit one of these things in there. There we go. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to thread this rod in here. That's enough. That's got it. We're going to put that thing at 90 degrees where it should be. We're going to take another one. We'll put it on the control horn. And I'm going to try the second hole down on the control horn. That seems to me like it'll be good. But maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. If it's too much, I can always change it. There we go. Now, what you want to do is control surface neutral means that the wing and the control surface are in line like that. And we want just a little less than that when we adjust this. So we're just going to cut this rod. We're going to lay that control surface neutral right there. We're just going to cut this rod so that it'll thread into this thing far enough so that we have some adjustment either way. We can adjust both ends, obviously. So we're just going to cut this like right there. That's neutral. Right. Yep. We're going to cut it off. There. And you just squeeze the rod and give it a little bend, and it'll just break. Just like that with these cutters. So now we got to take this control horn off. And what we want to do is thread this onto that rod far enough that from control horn neutral we're just a little bit up. And that's where we want to be. We have to test it periodically. We're just threading that on there, making sure it gets a good bite. And yeah, that's, well, where's neutral? That's neutral. So yeah, that would be just up from neutral. That looks pretty good. Okay, give it one more turn like that. So we're going to try the second hole. There we go. Kick these locks in. And that's that. So, at 90 degrees, we should be just above control neutral. Yeah, we're pretty close to control neutral, I guess. Alright, so this glue hasn't quite dried yet, so I don't want to be too far, but you can see how this is going to work. The servo is going to pull like that, and that's going to make that go up. And the servo is going to push like this, and that's going to make that go down. Okay. Pull up, and it's going to push down. So, there you go. Now I'm just going to do the same thing on the other side. Alright, so I finally got these done. We'll let these servos dry. You can see how this is going to work. The servo is going to move, and it's going to move that linkage up and down. Same thing over here. There you go. Now tomorrow, we're going to get back to this project. So tomorrow we're going to have to run these wires from these servos. And we're just going to cut in here. We're going to run them to the receiver. We're also going to install our ESC, wire up our connectors on our motor, and install that to the ESC. And then we'll pretty much have the power system done, and then we can move on to the FPV system. Still have to glue on the winglet, so there's still quite a bit of work to do. So I'll be seeing you in the next video.